And it was StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about using direct bond brackets on ectopic teeth versus using an open coil spring. So for example, in this scenario here, we've got a number 7 that's coming in, it's coming in ectopically. Do we go ahead and at initial bonding, do we throw brackets on everything, including this one, and engage it all? Or like a 12 night tie, something super, super light? Or do we wait, kind of like what we're doing here in this picture, level and align all the other teeth around it, leave it, not put a bracket on this one, then put in an open coil spring as needed, and then use like a piggyback wire. And if you don't know what some of the stuff I'm saying, like open coil spring or piggyback wire, you can go ahead and go into my YouTube channel, which is not your YouTube channel, it's my YouTube channel, StraightSmile Solutions. So go to yours, go to the search bar, put in StraightSmile Solutions. Now you'll see a green banner once you're in our YouTube channel. Then within the YouTube channel, you'll see a tiny magnifying glass towards the top right, but not in the corner, just top right middle. And you can put in any keyword like the letter OCS for open coil spring, or type out open coil spring, or put in a keyword like piggyback wire or piggyback, and it'll explain those techniques a little bit. So this video is maybe more for more advanced doctors who've done a lot of braces cases. So, and really there's no wrong or right answer here. It's just personal preference. Sometimes I kind of think about the patient. This is kind of my thought. So obviously, sure, you could put the bracket on from the get-go. You could just put a 12 night tie and snake it up like this. But what's going to happen if you do that? Let's talk about the pros and cons. So every situation is unique. Every patient is unique. So you need to think about it. So a lot of times I'll have to think about it with each particular patient to see if that's a good fit. Benefits of doing that is that it's a little bit quicker. It's a little bit easier, a little less chair time, right? But what's going to happen to the teeth? Well, as you snake the wire up and this tooth pulls down, these teeth are going to bow up, they're going to flex. All kind of funky things are going to happen with these teeth temporarily. Okay, so they might do some weird stuff initially, but they will eventually, everything will stabilize out and work out if you do that. So a good patient to do this on is one that had like healthy adjacent teeth, and I wasn't worried about the adjacent teeth like doing anything strange. If they had short roots, I maybe wouldn't do it. I was not worried about devitalizing. I'm not worried about perio. So I'm kind of giving you some ideas on what type of patients it would not be good on, right? Also, sometimes when you snake the wire up from the get-go, it can be very, very, very sore for the patient. Now, there's ways you can do it and techniques you can do it when you tie it in, so it makes it less uncomfortable, but it is a lot more discomfort than doing it the other way, you know, even though it takes a little bit more time to do it the other way. So it is definitely more uncomfortable. Sometimes patients will really be upset about it, about the discomfort levels. Certainly, sometimes I start doing it, and if the patient's flying out of their chair when I'm trying to tie it in, then I'm like, nope, okay, we're gonna go and do it the safer way, the way with the open coil spring and the piggyback wire. Or I can even give the patient an option. Say, hey, look, I can tie this in from the get-go. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. You're going to have to be very, very, very careful with what you eat. This bracket is very prone to breaking off. That's another issue. That first kind of couple weeks, that bracket, if that patient eats anything, bites into anything, that bracket is going to fly right off, you know, and break, and it's going to make a big mess. So the patient has to be very compliant, very careful with what they eat, very good with, you know, discomfort management. It has to be the right kind of patient, a very compliant patient to do it that way. But the benefits are definitely great, you know, if they can tolerate it and if the teeth around it are healthy. So anyways, hopefully that was helpful. Thank you.